This is Salamancer. You are watching the Solid Snake Cam right now, and this is SalTV. We're watching today the game from ESEA Intermediate in Week 1 between Xensity and Mayhem. Xensity, an old open team, has been promoted to Intermediate. I'm joined today by Shdwpuppet. What's up?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Yeah, and just after this mid-fight here, we will go over more in depth with Shdwpuppet. Sounds like he knows a lot of these players. But right now, the blue team looks like they are getting a bit of an early advantage here. Red Soldiers jumping in on top of them, though, and it's anybody's game right now. A lot of damage out on both teams, but it looks like some of the frags are going to Xensity. No, both teams losing both their soldiers first. These scouts over here trying to... Oh, I'm sorry, maybe they didn't lose both soldiers first. Solid Snake, actually, one of the ones to die. I call that so wrong. But you know what? There goes the medic for Mayhem, and so both medics now down. It's still anybody's game. This is the most chaotic mid-fight I've seen in a while. Not sure why Grommo decided to have the pain train out there instead of just going for maybe like a reload, but whatever. And finally Xensity ends up losing that just barely, so that was a pretty crazy mid-fight. Yeah, so what is up? Shdwpuppet, let's talk about Solid Snake for a little bit and the roster changes that Xensity has had.
I don't know if I could consider them roster changes. This is like an amalgamation of really good old invite players and some really good IM players. Solid Snake, everybody should know from old Complexity. He was the beast demo man who was known for his board and sorting.
Okay, wait a minute. So there was a Xensity team in Open. Are we saying this is not the same Xensity team?
I certainly hope these guys weren't playing in Open last season.
Well, there definitely was a Xensity gaming team in ESEA Open last season, the thing is, though, they had like Enrage and a couple other people on it. I think Arkizi looks familiar, but I'm not entirely sure.
That may be true here, but Badger is Phantom, and then Hero, Solid Snake, Tic Tac. Those are all invite players.
Okay. Well, interestingly, we do have the Ubers both popped right now, and a lot of multi-Ubering here from our blue team, but they can really kind of afford to do it because it looks like both Ubers do stop at the same time. Hero is taken down, so good kill there on Arkizi, meanwhile. I'm sorry, on Zephyr by Arkizi. My voice is just... My words are gone. That's what's happening here, is that it is too early in the morning to cast. But this is an amazing game, and I was just looking at the score on the ESEA site as I downloaded this. I was like, wow, this is going to be awesome. So, yeah, Mayhem deciding to push around the corner right now, and they've been here for quite a while. Mayhem have held on to the midpoint, not really able to push into Xensity. What's going on there?
Basically, Root is a very experienced medic, and him holding onto that Uber advantage, holding onto that point and dodging a lot of this damage, is allowing his team to be able to be aggressive here and hold their midpoint much easier. He's going to get Uber way before Xensity, and so we'll see what they decide to do with it, but...
Well, so far not deciding to do a lot. They're playing pretty conservatively here. Mayhem launching some stickies forward, and it sounds like the charge is ready for Xensity. They're pushing right away, and in fact, they did force the Uber first from the blue team. So nicely done to them. They're getting right on top of the demo now as well. Oh, a lot of damage, but no kills just yet. And it looks like Xensity is still losing a lot of players here, potentially. Look at all the damage going down on them so far. Just no frags. No, there you go. Arkizi, Badger Watch, both down. So the scouts are gone. Root, meanwhile, has taken quite a few hits, but he's still able to stay with his team for the most part, keep them overhealed, and now Xensity does have to drop back again.
Yeah, the hero of that push there, of that defense, I should say, was Gramad, who, in my opinion, is just a fantastic demo man that I've seen so far is kind of outclassing Solid Snake. As crazy as that may sound, the damage he put out there during that fight that his soldiers and scouts could then clean up on was just par none. Just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, Solid Snake there dying once again, and lots of damage now coming in. It looks like finally the Mayhem team has found their opportunity to push. They've taken out 2 fragging classes so far, 3 now. No, actually 2 in the medic. They had to pop their Uber, but it doesn't matter because Mythical is down right now, so nothing left here for Xensity except the 2 scouts who aren't even going to be able to get a back cap or anything. They're just a little bit out of position here. Arkizi now dropping back. Where is Badger Watch? He's having to get back in the resupply cabinet. May go for a little bit of a flank work here. I don't think it's going to matter too much. There's a big Uber advantage right now for... Oh, he got on top of the medic, though. This could be huge. Not quite able to finish that off, and now he's taking a lot of hits from this demo.
Yeah, but he's going to get away nice and safely. Decent try by him. If he had gotten the medic, that would have been a huge advantage for his team, at least in the holding the last point department.
Yeah, right now, actually, a lot of real aggression coming out here from the red team. They're pushing right out of main and firing up the stairs. Didn't manage to get any kills, but we're pushing Mayhem back quite a bit. It's just that now Mayhem do have the Uber almost ready to go. Probably going to pop it on, I would imagine, Cade as they run in through the upper left entrance. Maybe flash in the demo as well, and here they go. They shouldn't wait much longer. 80% now for Mythical. Looks like they're going to go through main. If they wait any longer, it's going to be too late. The enemies are going to have the Uber ready to go. Yeah, they have mistimed this so badly.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of inexperience here in this team, and especially the Uber management by Emery. He's done this a couple of times now where he had a decent advantage, and it's just going to get forced on here. Let's see if they can transfer this into an actual push, but...
their Uber lasted a little bit longer than Xensity's Uber, but they weren't able to get the damage down. Abramelon just dying there. Zephyr is on the Spy, and using the Cloak and Dagger, so he's going to find that optimal moment to decloak on top of his enemies, hopefully, and get that stab. I'm going to be interested to see whether it actually works out, though, because really picking the Spy there when they had the Uber advantage was probably not the best decision, huh?
No, probably not.
Let's just find out. So far, Zephyr still just hanging around, cloaked up. Gonna decloak beneath the stairs. Pretty common location to do that. And the medic here could be in trouble. Nobody's heard the decloak yet. He's just got to wait for the medic to get in this position. And there's already a scout on the point. No Uber pop just yet. Where is Zephyr right now? He's gonna go for the finish on the stab. No, very close.
I think he should have gone for the medic. Right now, his team has a very low chance of being able to defend Spire if Xensity decides to push out. It's a little too late now for Xensity to push out, but if they had decided to do so, it could have been very scary for Mayhem. Going for the medic would have pretty much stopped that in their tracks.
Yeah, Solid Snake setting up some sticky traps on the drop down just in case any scouts or unlucky soldiers decide to jump in through there. And it looks like, Uber is forced for Xensity. Now it's popped here for our blue team as well. And look at this. What they've done is they've decided to pop the soldier in the demo straight into the last point, where they're going to have a full overheal, trying to deal with this demo and heavy combo on last. It could work really well. Yeah, soldier just dropping in there. Yeah, nicely played. Some
interesting decision-making from Xensity's combo to not actually go back to last. They were kind of holding in the upper regions of lobby, and that might have lost them that round, but altogether a very nice play from Mayhem.
Yeah, we're watching Grimod now. Got about 145 health. Doesn't want to take too much damage from his opposing demo, but so far, yeah, that's pretty good for him. Solid Snake down to below 100 and taking quite a few hits here from the soldiers as well. That's probably some good communication there. But Cade is taken down for Mayhem. Mythical, meanwhile, gets equalizered. So it looks like we've got one medic up, the other one down. If Mayhem can keep their medic alive against Badger Watch here, then we should be okay. Badger Watch sounds like a really awesome show on like the Nature Channel. You know, it's like Badger Watch. Is there badgers in your backyard?
Instead, it's just Phantom from Blight Phantom fame, who's just a really good scout.
You know what? I'm just going to start imagining my show now. I think for the rest of the cast, I'm going to be doing that. I'll let you just take over.
And I'm being told that Abramelon is masked Jackal. Somebody just told me that.
Okay, interesting. So we do have a lot of really old, really experienced players on both of these teams, and Xensity.
Some high talent here.
Yeah, Xensity hanging back right now, and watch out, Solid Snake. Do not get hit by that scout. One meat shot there could have finished him off, I think. Hit 110, maybe would have required like one meat shot and a little bit of a chip damage, but there you go, Mayhem already taking the second round. That was a really, really fast push by them, so this time around they did decide to push on the clock, and it paid off.
Yeah, they decided that they just wanted to, cap the point, which I hear wins you rounds. I'm not familiar with the round winning concept, so I'm not sure, but
I heard your team may have gotten 5-0'd last night, but you know what? These things happen. And yeah, so let's just see what happens here. It looks like our red team is jumping at two soldiers jumping right at each other, and right now Defiance is down, but so is Mythical. So once again, that medic is dead.
Mayhem was like a medic-seeking missile there. Very nice play from him. Some Uber saw action from Root. Doesn't need to use it, but good for him to pull it out. Does get taken out by the Demo Man. It looks like Xensity's going to get this one pretty easily here, unless Zephyr can pull a 4K. Nope.
Gonna eat a pill there from Solid Snake, who's got 1 health left, with his all-seeing eye of Horus standing on his head. Actually, it's just Monoculus, but it's kind of the same thing, right? They're gonna wait for their medic to get over here and start healing them up again, I think, because they do need to get this point captured, and they have done just that. And it's not. Okay, come on, man. There you go. Get the heals on your demo.
No,
shout out.
Doesn't need any more than 1 health.
Apparently, we have a shout out to Brayloom, which is just awesome because we have seen some pretty awesome engineer play on one of my previous videos, which you guys do need to go check out. It was not quite the Breloom Revolution style play, but it was a pretty unique engineer play on offense. Right now, decent damage coming down on both teams. Mayhem trying really hard to push back out here against Xensity, and looks like they have gotten 2 kills, including the Demo Man and Tic Tac, one of the soldiers.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Xensity was having their Demo Man and an extra soldier kind of that far up in an awkward position. They weren't doing any damage, and that's an okay spot if you're going to push in, but not a good spot to just stand in. And now we're going to see a lot of aggression here from Mayhem.
Yeah, we're seeing right now Badger Watch, just watching for those Badgers. I'm sorry, I can't get over that. Like, he's coming up here, looking for some kills now. Actually does get the force on the Uber, and then takes the Uber from his medic as well. Looks like Defiance is down. So is Solid Snake once again for Xensity, though. They've got to be really careful about this. And I'm just going to stay on the Badger Watch cam. When Badgers go bad. He's doing a lot of damage here, down to 3 health, but does manage to get away from that once again. A really good, kind of frantic scout play, but did a lot of damage. Nonetheless, Xensity is losing their medic now, and they're losing so many players here that, yeah, that's going to be it. It looks like today on Badger Watch, we're actually going to see some feral Badgers go rabid and just end up getting taken away by animal control.
Yeah, Solid Snake just waltzes in and takes out 2 people like it's no problem, but I don't know if that was really worth losing your Demo Man in a situation where basically, if Mayhem decides to push in less than 10 seconds, then Xensity's kind of screwed. It doesn't look like they're going to get into position in time, but it was very, very risky from Solid Snake.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I Am Root does have 70% right now, and so it's just one of those situations where Mayhem, if they push on the clock, they should have this. Arc is going on Engineer right now. Probably got that level 3 sentry built up on one of the 2 ledges on the inside, and yes, it is. Well, it's at level 2 at the moment, so he's just now gotten it up there. But Badger Watch, once again, taken down, as is Cade. And there's a bit of an upper lobby hold going on by Xensity, actually. This is a really good idea. It lets them delay the push-in considerably. They've taken out 3 players so far from the Mayhem team.
Our control point is being captured.
And I think Shdwpuppet maybe having... There you are.
Nope, I'm there. I'm sorry. Some lag issues going on.
Okay, gotcha. So Xensity here is... I think they're trying to push back out on this. This is kind of a weird play. Tic Tac, though, playing the roaming soldier. Actually, they both look like they're playing the roaming soldier. Tic Tac is up here starting to capture the Spire while they have an uber disadvantage. They do manage to pop on... Yeah, they force a pop on I Am Root. So Root now pushing in here with... trying to force a pop on his enemies as well. But there he goes, gets taken out by some great play by Hero. Hero being the hero of this game so far, keeping his team alive. But there goes Abramelin as well. And finally, the Equalizer finishing off Cade. So it's just Green Mode left, and I think, he does manage to keep himself alive for a little while longer. But it's, Scout's going to be on top of him now, and there he goes. Badger Watch finally deciding that it's time for the Badgers to rise up and take what's theirs.
That was one of the nicest pushes out from Last I've ever seen. I might make a mentor video about that tonight.
Wait, did somebody just say someone was using the splendid screen? Did I see that right? I think I need to see this. Well, Solid Snake's using the Charge and Targe right now. No stickies from Solid Snake.
Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm just gonna be completely honest here. Really not surprised.
Okay, interesting. Looks like Mayhem is trying to make a play for their second point here, and as long as they can keep delaying it, they might get this back cap. I think Xensity's going to have to turn around and deal with this. If they don't, it's going to be a race to capture, and right now, Zephyr standing here all alone, probably going to get this back cap. He's going to do it! Yes, he does! Zephyr running straight towards the Spire now, I think. Yeah, that's going to really slow down the Xensity push, but nonetheless, they do still have their 100% advantage. They are taking out the medic over here. Oh, Root, what were you doing?
He couldn't get out. Yeah, I think his only option was to try to get Uber off that scout and then run away with that.
Yeah,
it's a noble attempt by Zephyr to get those back caps, but ultimately I think it was futile.
Well, I don't know. I think it definitely delayed Xensity quite a bit, and they're having to try to deal with the scout behind them now because he is still back there. He could still spawn camp or whatever else. Now they do have a scout standing up on the Spire, but he's all alone right now, trying to take on some spam from these stickies, everything else. So really, I don't think it was a futile thing at all. I think Zephyr did a really good job of slowing this game down for his team and allowing them to rebuild their Uber, to get some positioning. It's not working out too bad for them.
No, but they need to be really careful here with this 100% Uber from Mythical. Oh, nice roamer bomb in. That's the kind of play I like seeing from a roamer. Just moves in, makes that medic pop, dies, yes, but then his team is completely safe with their quite significant now Uber advantage.
Yeah, and we are on the hero cam once again. Can this guy be a hero, push his team in, and end up winning the round? Because right now, yeah, that Uber disadvantage. What do you think about the positioning here for, wait. Oh, I see what happened. Solid Snake there with the charge and charge ended up bottling a scout to death, and now he seems to be in there. Yes, he, I think, was standing on the point there by himself with that charge and charge, doing some crazy damage, and of course...
What a boss.
Well, you know, the charge and charge is actually really useful for that. Oh, Badger Watch hanging out here, hiding in his little badgered burrow, and does sneak in for that capture. Nicely done.
Making this a game instead of a roll.
Yeah, I'm interested. We'll see whether Mayhem can turn this right back around, or whether Xensity has finally found their legs. But I'm confused by some of their decision making there. So when they had,
Solid Snake isn't running stickies to mid.
Yeah, well, that's not really what I'm confused by though. What I'm confused by is, and I'll ask you, I guess, again in a minute here. But well, there goes Solid Snake. He is sneaking around behind it, but gets taken out almost immediately.
Does pick up the medic.
Yeah, he did, and Hero now doing some good work here on the soldier for our blue team. Mayhem losing a lot of players, but then, oh, in comes the cleanup here. Remode, the only man left alive, and probably going to have to back off because, yeah, it's going to be a soldier and a scout against one demo man, and that's not a really fun play to play. Okay, so what I was going to ask was, we saw Xensity pushing in when they had like a 20% Uber against an 80% Uber, and Xensity was sitting in the upper lobby. Is that really where you want to be with that?
You mean they were pushing on a last with a 20 with an 80% disadvantage?
Well, they didn't push in with 80%, but they were still like not hanging back on like Valley or whatever, which is what you normally see happen in Euro.
Well, see, I think their idea was that if Mayhem was to push with their Uber advantage, they'll just push back in with scouts and cap the point, sneak cap it. The way Spire capping works is you have to commit your entire team to doing it, or it will fail, because you will lose the numbers battle. You can't leave anybody on last.
Yeah, right now Xensity is kind of sitting back here. I'm just watching the mythical cam as he dodges all this incoming damage expertly. But here comes our blue team right now with 100%. They are ready to push in on this, and if they don't have to pop through, but they don't want to, right now dealing quite a bit of damage and forcing Xensity back. Xensity got their 100% now, but Mayhem is pushing straight into him, trying to force that pop quickly. And yeah, both Ubers popped right now. Our blue team having to drop back and save their demo man, which, frankly, I have not seen happening quite as much on the Xensity team. Solid Snake getting taken out again. Cade dealing a lot of damage here with the rockets, but not able to do just enough. Nonetheless, Mayhem is finishing these guys off. Tic Tac and Arkizzy, the only ones left alive.
Grimod is just doing so much damage. He just does not miss anything he shoots.
And when you've got a demo who can...
play from him.
When you've got a demo who can do that, oh, I like that too. He's actually spamming pills over to this side where a scout could have run up here, grabbed the health kit, and then done a little double jump to try and get back around. He decided to cut that route off. Very useful play from the demo man to really predict scout movement like that.
Such smart play.
Alright, so we're done inflating Grimod's ego for a little while here, at least until the last push, but there is about 70% Uber right now for Mayhem. They're going to be ready quite a bit faster than Xensity, and they could put this to halftime very, very soon. I
think they need to do so. We've seen that when they roll in with this Uber, when they use their advantage, they're good at it. And here they come. That's good. I like this. Are they going to focus the medic, or are they going to focus this heavy? That's the big problem.
Well, the medic has been pushed back into spawn. He's actually not touched the health cabinet yet, but there you go. That is the round.
Wow.
Nobody was able to take care of that scout because they were all too busy focusing on the damage classes that were sitting up there, so that is good half, and we'll be right back. So going into the second half here, Shdwpuppet, can you tell us why Solid Snake uses a charge and charge?
Nobody quite knows. He was known for doing that on old Complexity, and I think it's just his MO now is just running the charge and charge sometimes.
Right now he is actually running the stickies, so we're going to see him do a fairly standard sort of demo man play here in the first mid-fight of the half for Xensity. Does deal a little bit of damage, but he's taking a lot himself. And ooh, there goes Mayhem. Badger Watch down in exchange right now. And our red team here, oh, they're getting bombed in. I think they have lost this mid-fight very, very poorly right now.
Oh, yeah.
They've kept their medic alive, but he's not healing anybody at the moment, so there's going to be a big advantage going to Xensity. There goes that little crossbow blast, just trying to keep himself alive. And yeah, Zephyr having to drop back to make sure his medic stays okay, which he does. But yeah, that was a very good mid-fight win there for Xensity.
Oh, he's going to build the Uber up with the Boston Basher. I like this move.
Yeah, we've been seeing this a lot ever since it was allowed. I think scouts will sit there and help build that Uber, which is, it's a nice thing. It's not something that, it's not something that I necessarily agree should be happening. Like,
well, It allows for... It's the only way to guarantee perfect building. Here comes the push into upper lobby. Looks like they're not even going to try to commit to this upper hole. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, well, they don't have to. They've got the Uber, so they can just sit back here and hold out. Here comes the Uber already from Blue, though. Very, very quick. They take out Defiance, like, inside spawn. The Uber is just now popped for our red team, and now...
Wow.
Yeah, Blue Medic backing out, but the Soldier is going to stay in here. Medic now peeking back in to try and get just a little bit more heals. Meanwhile, there is, who was that on the point right there? Oh, a lot of damage coming down. Yeah, forcing everybody from the Mayhem team to go sit on the point, and that is what you need to do. Steal a bunch of sticky damage to them after they've all sat there.
Yeah, Xensity just decided they were going to run themselves right into lower left and take a position up there after killing the two people that were holding it and pick off people one by one and crash the point. It was very nicely done strategy.
Yeah, Greem out here using the stickies once again. I don't think we're going to see any sort of loadout change from him. Meanwhile, Solid Snake, yeah, it looks like he is probably still using stickies as well. Defiance gets taken out there, and Xensity, losing Tic Tac and Arkizzy here, though, they're going to have a tough time. They've lost mid already. They're having to back out. They've got to get Solid Snake jumping back here, and this could be really bad for them. There's so many red players on top of them right now that if they can't keep themselves alive, this is going to be a round lost here. There goes the Uber right now for our blue team. They actually Ubered a scout who's just chasing in, and there we go. They have forced the Uber for Mayhem as well. Having to drop back immediately, and what is Mayhem doing? Why aren't they chasing?
Yeah. No, Mayhem needs to be really careful here because they are 2 down. One of them just spawned. They don't have flank control is the thing. See, there's a scout in house already. Not controlling the flank and then pushing in is a sure way to getting back capped or getting your medic flanked from behind.
Good point, and it looks like Mayhem was thinking better than I was. Right now they are having to back out. Once again, Xensity pushing really hard here, being very, very aggressive. And Solid Snake, once again, we're on his cam with 1 HP left. He's like, come on, medic. Seriously, I could use just a tiny little buff here whenever you have time. Come on, man. Where's the heal? There we go. Oh.
Something I heard is that Solid Snake was known for not really talking in mumble, so it might be that his medic just didn't know.
Very possible, very possible. Right now, Xensity has lost 1 scout, so the flank defense for them is going to be a little bit harder. And it looks like our scout and roamer here for Mayhem are being quite aggressive, trying to deal as much damage into the house as they can. And now, who is this? Abramelon. He does see these stickies here from Solid Snake, so he knows he can't jump that way. Yeah, they're just going to back up a little bit here. Xensity does have all 6 players up once again. So we're seeing kind of this same stalemate position that we often see. I always put my camera like right up here just to watch how close these players are to each other as the crow flies, but they can't deal enough damage.
No, what they need to do is, I think Xensity might want to suicide their roamer in and try to get a medic pick and back up, kite the Uber back, and then re-aggress.
Sorry about that. I am getting like a conversation from somebody at work because I sent him an email about how there's going to be like $800,000 hitting his cost center, and he's just like, oh, that sucks. Anyway, we're not going to talk about accounting though. We're going to talk about this game because right now, a neat little move here by our Xensity team, and actually somehow they've kept their medic alive so far. Finally, he does get taken down there though, and Xensity losing a lot of players here. Scout trying to stop this aggression as much as he can. Root went down to like 19 health there, but it looks like he is going to get back into that resupply cabinet.
Yeah. I'm kind of confused as to what Xensity was going for there with their choice and their pathing. It kind of put them in an awkward angle, and basically Mayhem just crashed on top of them, and it didn't work out so hot. So let's see if Mayhem here can actually transition this into something good for their round.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming in on our blue team right now, and Xensity's still trying to push with this. Oh, they are getting a bunch of kills here, though. Cade, Abramelon, Grey Mode, and I Am Root all down. Nicely done by our Mayhem team. Xensity, though, is really showing what they're made of right now. They've got a big Uber advantage, and they could tie this game up. I think it is still 3-2, or is it 3-3 now?
I'm not sure. I think it's 3-2.
My focus is so split right now because I am technically supposed to be working, but you know what? Let's ignore that for a little bit. Xensity is pushing to last, and they've almost got the Uber, so they should just go straight into main. Looks like they're not going to do that quite yet. They've got some time to play with, but I don't know. What would you like to see from them?
I like them to do the same thing that's been working for them all this game. They just get really aggressive. They use the fact that they have 4 IM level DMers on, invite level DMers on their team, and just start killing shit. If they do that, then everything will go just fine for them.
Yeah, Hero guarding the spawn door here to make sure nobody can get out and stop the capture. Right now there was a scout. That was Arkizzy trying to get on the point. Solid Snake, meanwhile, trying to deal a bunch of damage. He does manage to take out Grimob with that pill. Finally dies himself, but it's 4-on-3 right now. Hero could run in and be the hero once again, dealing a bunch of damage here. Trying to keep that medic just standing on the point where he is so vulnerable, and he does have to pop the Uber. Now Hero's going to back out, keep Mythical alive. They do have a big Uber advantage here if they can keep it. Hero does get taken down. Mythical needs to run, get out of there. And he's going to make it.
He's just fine. Very nicely done there from Xensity. Their application of aggression, forcing that Uber, resetting everything, and making sure that Mayhem cannot push Spire.
Oh, and Root is taken down, so look at the advantage they have now.
Wow. That's 100% advantage.
Yep. Cade jumping in, trying to stop this scout. He's taken quite a few hits, though, and going to have to drop back into the resupply cabinet. Every little moment you spend out of position here on the last point is crucial. Xensity should be pushing in very shortly, and they are. They're pushing right in through main. This is what they got to do. The Demo and Soldier taking most of the Uber here. They do immediately knock out the Heavy, and now somebody's standing on that point, forcing everybody on red almost to go to the low ground here and deal with it. Xensity needs to deal some damage to these guys while they're down there, though. Solid Snake getting in, but not doing enough. There you go. 1 rocket, 2 kills, 4 kills now, I think, for, yes, Tic Tac, or at least 3 for him. Cleaning it up.
So good at this game. Known for his, he played an invite a couple seasons ago. He did very, very well there.
And there you go. Now we are tied 3-3. So it looks like our Xensity team's making a comeback just a little bit. Solid Snake still using the stickies, so maybe he has decided that that is a better idea. I don't know.
I would certainly hope he comes to that conclusion.
Yeah, a lot of spam damage coming down on our blue team right now. Here comes a roaming soldier trying to get on top of the medic. But
Blue Scouts in Red House, that's a Dr. Seussical recipe for disaster.
We do have Mayhem recapturing the point once again here, and it looks like Mythical has only 75%. This is not going to be good for him. I think he faked an Uber call, but a scout straight on top of him, and here come the needles.
Wow.
Looks like he does manage to get the needle kill, but Solid Snake is now down. It's where's our medic here? This is going to be really, really bad. Looks like the Uber's already popped for Mayhem, though. Not sure why that even happened. Mythical right now finding a scout to heal. He needs to get that Uber up, but it looks like he's got both his soldiers jumping up to defend the Spire. Where is the rest of the red team? Looks like they're backing off. Actually, Mayhem losing a lot of players here, and could end up losing this round as well. Oh, not good.
They are currently in an awkward position here, where they're 3 down, 2 just spawned, Mythical at 100%. The way that Xensity played that, by keeping their medic alive, keeping him from having to pop his Uber, and just picking off the players one by one as they streamed into yard, is allowing them to counter push right now.
Oh, nice sticky trap by Grimoud. He put the stickies in the grass there and managed to pick off a scout. Not the biggest pick he could have gotten. I've actually died to that several times as a medic, which is just really annoying. But the Uber is popped for Xensity. They are starting to capture the Spire, and Tic Tac trying to get around behind the enemy team. He has spotted the enemy medic, going for the kill right now, and he does manage to get it. Nice kill by Tic Tac. Meanwhile, though, Xensity is getting backcapped. They're having to send Hero and the medic back right now just to stop this. Oh, finally killing Zephyr, but here comes the bombing roaming soldier. Is that Defiance there? I think I think it's Cade, actually.
It is.
Yes, it is Defiance, and he is taken down. So Xensity looking like they're in a good position to push. Once again, they've just got to watch for those backcaps and keep their flanks guarded.
Yeah, Zephyr made a really good choice in trying to go for that back hack. He almost made it, and he forced the entire Xensity combo back, allowing his team to reset up. But it just wasn't enough time, basically. And there's not a whole lot that anybody can do about that. It's just the way the spawn timers work, and the fact that Root is so far behind in Ubers.
Yeah, the scouts there taking a bit of an overheal just so they can go secure everything except for the very last room. They want to make sure all the hallways, all the upper lobby belong to Xensity right now. And Badger Watch, 160 HP on that scout. So we're going to be watching Badger Watch on the Nature Channel once again as he gets lit on fire. That's not going to be good for Badgers, I think. But there you go. His friendly scout there, Arkizzy, walks onto the point, gets the capture. It's 4-3 now in favor of Xensity.
I'm not going to call it a comeback because Xensity never left, but they're doing quite a nice job in convincing everybody that they deserve this win.
if they get it. I mean, once again, Greem out here running out to the mid-fight, and he's been doing really good at these mid-fights. It's just a question of whether he can do well enough to defeat Solid Snake, which, I mean, if Solid Snake is running the stickies once again, yes he is, then it could be anybody's game right now. Xensity losing 3 players already, though. Tic Tac is beneath the point. He's going to be looking to sneak up on top of the medic and at least get that kill. Looks like, oh! Nice. So many great kills here.
Doing it up big with this roaming style at mid. I really like the way he's playing it, and now it's just Gramad up for Mayhem.
Gramad doing a lot of damage, so he is attempting to stop that capture as much as
trapped.
possible. Being trapped, not a fun place to be, and now pulls out the Pain Train, which of course makes him take more damage from bullets, and Badger Watch deciding that he's going to use his Badger Pistol to finish him off.
So, Badger Watch the show, is it narrated by a Steve Irwin-esque excitement character, or is it more of a golfer announcer sort of
No,
deal?
who is that British guy who does
I don't remember. I just watched
somebody in stream chat is going to tell us because I think he's like a knight or something. But anyway, he
was declared a national treasure or something.
Yeah. I mean, the guy is so awesome. Anyway, it's Xensity right now. Sir David Attenborough, there you go. That is the guy's name. Xensity pushing forward once again. It's 4-3 right now. Solid Snake does get taken down. In fact, Xensity losing a lot on this aggression. So maybe Mayhem has finally figured out how to deal with the aggressive play of Xensity. Root!
Oh, nice dodge there, I guess. But he doesn't want to backspawn with the 96% Uber, but he can't find anybody to heal.
Well, I've seen players if you like change out to a different.
That's not allowed. That's actually not legal.
It's not legal.
No.
Okay.
You can get away with it, but I'm pretty sure it's a glitch and against the rule. Oh, he finds his team.
Yeah, he's got the Uber now. Nicely done by his team to save him there, and they have mostly, very nearly recaptured their Spire. Where is all the Xensity team right now? We've got 1, 2 players out here. I see 3. Where are the rest of them? Because just one player sneaking around could end up backgapping. Zephyr right now killing Hero,
Defiance is on the last point, which is good on his part. I think that was a really good read in the situation. Usually I say you need all 6 players to cap Spire, but in that situation you really needed to leave your roamer on last.
And Evil Bob the Bob just pointing out to me that it's actually pronounced Attenborough, not Attenborough. So I am a stupid American, but you know what? Deal with it. Solid Snake rushing back, I think just to grab some. I think he wanted to grab some ammo from in there, or maybe just get some high ground for his pills, which he did quite a bit of damage with. But that's all going to get healed up right away, and we have a bit of an Uber advantage once again for Xensity. Solid Snake taken down by Abermelon, so they may not be able to use it. Anyway, they actually are pushing with it right now, though. So, screw that.
It's just your Tarzan Charger.
I mean, who cares, right? It's just Solid Snake. I mean,
most of the damage is coming out from Tic Tac and Hero anyway, so...
It's an interesting point. It looks like maybe they've just decided that the normal roles of your Demo Man and whatever else are kind of reversed. Is Solid Snake playing a roaming Demo Man style?
I would argue that, yes, very much so, and he was very famous for that on Complexity, and
nice Ubersault from Mythical, and this scout's still on top of him, but probably going to get taken out, and now he's being, at least attempting to pocket Solid Snake, who is keeping him alive for the moment. There you go, finally finds a soldier who should be able to finish off that scout. Done.
Nice shot, too. Nice crisp rocket work there from Tic Tac. And Zephyr wants us to know that he speaks Norwegian.
Yeah, that does look maybe like Finnish, I don't know, Icelandic, something like that. But yeah, he was probably a little upset about not being able to get that medic kill. Nobody able to stop the capture, and now it's only 2 players left alive against 100% Uber.
We might have game here.
We just might. There's stickies on the point, but the Demo Man, he's so caught out right now. Tic Tac just has to get this kill, and that's going to be it if he can. There it goes. Just take the Uber off, and that is the game.
Nicely done by Xensity. Just knowing that their strength is their DM and just rolling on and face stomping all over baddies. Not that Mayhem are baddies, because they're actually really good too, but they use their DM to their advantage is what I'm trying to get at here.
Yeah, and that was just an amazing, amazing comeback. I'm saying comeback by Xensity, who went down 3-1 in the first round and then brought 4 points back in a row. So thank you for watching. This has been Salamancer and DrShdwpuppet, and we're going to be signing out. Do make sure you hit subscribe both on youtube.com/comft and youtube.com/fatmob.
I have a shout out. Can I do one shout out?
Yep, maybe.
Maybe shout out to Pricey because you're awesome.
Nice. All right, signing out.